The Fuhrer bunker was an air raid shelter located near the Reich Chancellery in Berlin, Germany. It was part of a bunker complex constructed in two phases, which were completed in 1936 and 1944. It was the last of the Fuhrer headquarters used by Adolf Hitler. Hitler took up residence in the bunker on January 1945, and it became the center of the Nazi regime until the last week of World War II in Europe. Hitler married Eva Braun here during the last week of April 1945, shortly before they committed suicide. Hitler's accommodations were in the newer, lower section, and by February 1945, it had been decorated with high-quality furniture, along with several framed oil paintings. After descending the stairs into the lower section and passing through the steel door, there is a long corridor with a series of rooms on each side. On the right side were a series of rooms which included a generator room and the telephone switchboard. On the left side was Eva Braun's bedroom, Hitler's private guest room, a sitting room, and Hitler's office. One day in 1945, holed up in a bunker under his headquarters in Berlin, Adolf Hitler committed suicide by swallowing a cyanide capsule and shooting himself in the head. Soon after, Germany unconditionally surrendered to the Allied forces, ending Hitler's dreams of a 1,000-year Reich. Since at least 1943, it had become increasingly clear that Germany would fold under the pressure of the Allied forces. In February of that year, the German Sixth Army lured deep into the Soviet Union, which was annihilated at the Battle of Stalingrad, and German hopes for a sustained offensive on both sides evaporated. Then, in June 1944, the Western Allied armies landed at Normandy, France, and began systematically to push the Germans back towards Berlin. By July 1944, several German military commanders acknowledged their imminent defeat and plotted to remove Hitler from power, so as to negotiate a more favorable peace. Their attempts to assassinate Hitler failed, however, and his disciples, Hitler executed over 4,000 fellow countrymen. In January 1944, facing a siege of Berlin by the Soviets, Hitler withdrew to his bunker to live out his final days. Located 55 feet under the Chancellery, the shelter contained 18 rooms and was fully self-sufficient, with its own water and electrical supply. Though he was growing increasingly mad, Hitler continued to give orders and meet with such close subordinates such as Hermann Göring, Heinrich Himmler, and Joseph Goebbels. He also married his long-term mistress Eva Braun just 2 days before the suicide. Later on, the bunker was reconstructed about 300 miles from Berlin. The remnants included Hitler's jawbone, removed for identification on May 5, 1945. Also, Hitler's gold Nazi party badge was found, but it was rather melted around the edges. A rather more accessible item would be Eva Braun's silver hand mirror with a swastika and RK for Reichskanzlei.